Well, here we are, boys and girls. The FM24 beta is here. And, I mean, what else are we going to do with the beta other than fix Chelsea? That's exactly what we're going to be doing in this new series here on the channel. We're playing FM24 Your World Mode, which is the one where all of the transfers that happen in real life haven't happened and we've just got the money to spend. Can you imagine how much money we're going to have to spend with Chelsea? So we're going to kick things off with doing Chelsea's summer properly and then seeing where we can take them from there. It's going to be jolly good fun. If you haven't ordered FM24 yet, you could be playing right now, and the link for my discount code is in the description below, so make sure you do that as well, boys and girls. But for now, let's jump in and save Chelsea. Why would anyone save Chelsea? We're expected to finish 6th, which seems extravagant. But we have that transfer budget of £175 million and plenty of wage budget as well. So there are things for us to do. That is the best 11 as it stands with the players who are still at the club. So we'll have a proper look in a second who's still here and who's gone. But Lukaku is still here. Mount is still here. The fact that Ethan Ampadu is in the best 11 shows just how threadbare the Chelsea squad was on the 3rd of July. So we're going to have things that need to be done for sure. They want me to sign high reputation players who are under the age of 23, increase the commercial revenue, increase the reputation, work within the budgets and expand the stadium. They don't want much then. Hey Todd, how do you want me to get on this season? What are your goals for Chelsea this season, Todd? Yes. So we've got to qualify for the Champions League. Even though the media are predicting us a 6th place finish and Ethan Ampadu is in our best 11 at the moment. Hideous. So there's transfers that have already happened because they happened before the 3rd of July. Nicholas Jackson has arrived. Nkunku. Old Topher's here. Topher Nkunku. But he's got no knee. Kante's gone. Kovacic has gone. Havertz has gone. He signed for Posh. He wasn't a free transfer. I thought he came to Posh directly from Chelsea. I guess he got released and then signed for Posh afterwards. But he plays for Posh now. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has gone. Koulibaly's gone. Mendy's gone. So quite a lot has gone out. And we have a jolly splendid amount to spend. Obviously, it's a lot less. How much did Chelsea spend in real life? Because so far, we're only at 87 million. How much did Chelsea spend in the summer in real life? I feel like 175 million is a little low. We're going to have to utilise the never never here somewhat. That barely pays for Caicedo. They paid like 300 million for him, didn't they? Oh, hold on. How many injuries? So Nkunku is out for 5 to 6 months. Fofana is out for a year. Badiashile's out for 2 months. Chalobah's out for 4 months. Are there any defenders at this football club? Hold the phone. There might be problems afoot here. So centre-backs. Well, he's not. He's old. He's not. He's not. He's also injured. And oh my God. So we've got Levi Colwill at least. And then the central midfield is non-existent. There's Enzo and then others. I guess it's Enzo and Matt. I mean, personally, I don't see a reason to sell Mason Mount. 24 years old and homegrown at club and a good player. They sold for 267 million, bought for 467. Nice. Oh God, Aubameyang's still here. On hardly any money. There's no... What? There's no way Aubameyang was only earning that at Chelsea, surely. Players in last year of contract. Right, Thiago Silva. What do we do about Thiago Silva? He's 38 years old. We can't keep him, surely. I mean, he's good. He's probably the best centre-back at the club. Certainly the best fit centre-back at the club. But he turns 39 in September. But I love this. I think that is great. So we can immediately see that our areas of weakness are goalkeeper, defensive midfielder, central midfielder, which I think we kind of already knew. But then you can also see the squad depth that we've got. Supposedly there's 11 players who can play centre-back. I would argue not even close, because Reece James is going to start at right back. Fofana is injured for a year, so let's just ignore that he exists. Badiashile is out for 2 months. So actually, he's going to be back in September. So we probably can allow for him in the squad. But Chalobah's out for 3 to 4 months. Colwill is in. Ampadu, I don't want to... I mean, everyone from Ampadu down, I've got no intention of using. So although we've supposedly got 11 centre-backs, we've actually got 2 fit centre-backs. One of them is Thiago Silva, who we're talking about maybe selling. The other one's Levi Colwill, who's entirely unproven for Chelsea. He's never played for Chelsea. And again, same in midfield. Supposedly a depth of 13 in midfield. But once you get past Enzo, and Kunku's out until Christmas. So we've got Enzo and Mason Mount, maybe for those. I mean, I guess you could probably do Enzo there, Mount and Gallagher in front of him. There's not much depth beyond it, though. But I think this is the tactic we're going to do. We're going to force it. I am not against keeping Romelu Lukaku. I know Chelsea fans, and based on real life, would be like... But he's a 30-year-old elite striker. Who are we getting that's better than him? How much are we... 2 questions. How much are we going to get for him? And who are we going to get that's better for him for that price? They're better than him for that price. There's so much trash at this club. And a lot of it is trash they've bought recently. Look at the state of Mudryk. Tammy's not a bad shout. Mudryk is apparently the 8th best winger at the club. Maybe we go with him because he's fast. So Mudryk on one side. And then, oh God, Sterling's here as well. I forgot he exists. So I think as bizarre as it is to say, the front 3 isn't too bad and needs a lot less work than the rest of the team. It still exists. He signed for Chelsea 8 years ago. How does he still exist? This is like a look forward at Chelsea's future. Ah, contract status. Okay. Unattached. Thank you. So these are all the... Oh my word. We probably don't want to fill the team with old men. But I'd suggest a few of these are fairly easy buys. We certainly don't need any more wingers, so we're going to stay away from Zaha. De Gea, again, feels like a bit of a no-brainer when we need a goalkeeper. So maybe we also go in for Skriniar and De Gea. Might not have the budget to do it. I mean, we're not going to give everybody everything they want. But if he's that cheap as well. And where's De Gea? Back up. Bless his cotton socks. His confidence has been ruined. Before we do any more trying to bring people in, we've got to trim the fat here. There's so much rubbish at this football club. So we ask his agent about market interest. We're keen to sell. I believe we can bring to the table one or more offers worth around 29 million. I'd like to invite Al Hilal to propose a deal in that case. There you go. So let me get tutorials, which I prefer to be ignorant. So I think the agent is now talking to that club. So I don't think I have to now hire an intermediary yet. Don't know what that means. But let's see how that develops. If we don't get an offer in a day or two, then we'll hire an intermediary. He doesn't really fit into my tactic that I want to be using. And he's on a lot of money. So let's see if we can get rid of Cucurella. He isn't keen on having his name circulated, so I can't help. Right, so we could persuade him to leave. Is there a way of just saying he doesn't fit in tactically? Because he doesn't, and that's fair. So I've now convinced him to leave. There's still no... Right, we're going to hire an intermediary. See, these values are so much lower than what his actual value is. His supposed transfer value is 59 to 74. Through an intermediary, we're looking at the 20 to 30 million range. So what I might do is offer him via transfer room first, see if there's any interest at all out there. We are going to put him on the transfer list as well. See, there is some interest in him now. If we pop him on the transfer list, we might get more than we would have got for an intermediary. Maybe. Right, Ethan Ampadu is done. I can't be doing with him being here. So let's... I believe I can bring to the table one or more offers around 27 million. Make it happen, Mr. Agent. Make it happen. Look, I mean, just as well, Chelsea have 28 central midfielders on their books. 28! 28! That feels like 20 too many. 30 wingers at the club. We want to get this down to 4 or 5. I haven't pressed continue yet. When have you ever known me? This is how much of a mess Chelsea are in. When was the last time you watched me start a stream save? We've been going well over an hour and I've not pressed continue yet. And we also haven't done any scouting yet. We're breaking new territory. Right, immediate ones that I know I want because I already had them in mind. Where's Guardiola gone? Can't see him. There he is. We want him, so let's ask his agent about his availability. Right, the problem here, actually, before I go and ruin my relationship with him, we probably just need to do some budget adjusting. Just to make sure we can actually negotiate. Let's start there and see what they say. Okay. So can we take this down even further, please? Yeah, 15 million up front. That's what I'm talking about. 15 million pounds up front. That's how you do business. Right, we're having him as well. Let's actually talk to his agent. Imagine if it's the same guy. We'd like to buy him, please. 47 to 56 million. Okay. We can probably do that. So, bear in mind as well, this is how Chelsea do their business in real life. I think, even with my best shenanigans hat on, it'll be tough for me to spend as much money as they spent in real life. Right, we do want Ward-Prowse as well. Just because, you know, we've got the new set-piece creator. What better way to test out the new set-piece creator than with James Ward-Prowse taking the corners? It would be madness not to. Fine. Fine. Quite like him rather than De Gea, actually. Should we just get Diogo Costa and forget De Gea? I mean, we're doing a proper stress test to see if installments still work. They seem to so far. My staff know what they do. See, I don't want to do far post. Oh, do I want to do far post? Fine, we'll do some far post. Balanced in-swingers. In-swingers are always best. Right, so at the moment we've got Mason Mount taking corners. That feels like something that could be fixed. So we also want a near post instruction. Near post in-swinger. But we'll do the far post more often. And then we'll slap on a short a short in-swinger as well. Because I don't want to have any of them on outswing because I don't want people to realise what we're doing. Oh, right. We've got offers coming in. I forget how we offered him out. Was this an intermediary or what? I don't think it is it? Well, we don't need him to go out on loan. But we'll accept both of these offers. We didn't want to sell Maatsen, did we? We were keeping him, so no. Offers for Aubameyang, beautiful. Right, not interested in these low ones. But these ones we'll accept all of. And put sugar plums. That feels like an awful lot of money. I mean, my instinct is to try and negotiate, but at the same time, I'm like, don't scare them away. Don't scare them away. Don't scare. I'm going to ask for 30 million and see what happens. If I scare them away, I'm going to be horrified. No, 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 no. I scared them away. Negotiate. Right. Offer for Kepa. So I guess, learning from the mistake, we just accept it. 28 million for him seems fine. All right, hello, media. Goodbye, media. Not interested. That being said, West Ham are keen on spending 41.5 million on him. I mean, is there anyone you're interested in doing a swap deal with him for? You can have him. We'll take Declan Rice off your hands. Do you want Ampadu for us? Okay. Yeah, we're not. I mean, what if I were to offer you Ethan Ampadu? You can have both of them. You can have both of them plus £30 million. I'm valuing each of these at like 50 million. And then we'll do 50 on the Never Net if this works. I am the transfer genius. Imagine if that were. It's not. There's no chance. Absolutely no chance. But imagine. Just a straight no. Big offer for Pulisic, but still way below. Way below what he's actually worth. See, I don't know if this is an agent offer or what. Can I negotiate this? Can I say I want 55? So some of them are negotiable and some aren't. This is going to cause me so much confusion this year, unless it becomes clearer when you can negotiate and when you can't. There you go. So we've got that up to 50 million from 37, which is a cracking deal. Cucurella, 31 million for Man United. So this is one where we did offer him out, isn't it? Or is it? I don't know. Right. I guess we negotiate the lower one and see what happens. Okay, they've gone straight to 40 and said, yeah, that's fine. So Man United can now pay 40 as well. And we've had no offers for Ziyech. Right, so this is where we hire an intermediary. And we'll have the one... We'll do that one. So we get an intermediary for Ziyech. Paris Saint-Germain have just offered me a pile of cash for Raheem Sterling. He's only 28. See, in my head, he's so much older than that. You cheeky... That's the same lot! Cheeky little toads! They're the ones who yesterday offered 27 million. Now they've come back in with a non-negotiable 19.75. Which I now have to accept. Hate that. Right, we're getting Costa and Guardiola, so there's some good news. My word, yeah, just go. Get gone. Kepa's gone. Hi, Paul. I've got this in... How do I explain this to you? I've seen the future. I don't know that this guy in the Premier League is going to work out. So we're just going to do a little no thanks. And we're going to sign Costa. There is Costa. Boom. First signing, Diogo Costa. That, boys and girls, is an excellent signing for Chelsea. And Raheem Sterling is going to Paris Saint-Germain for 71 million. Oh, Chelsea fans. Do you want me to start now or in January? Right, De Gea is going to Saudi Arabia on less money than we were paying him, but I guess they're going to start him. Fair enough. But we are getting Ward-Prowse. So the midfield's starting to take shape. Why doesn't Endrick have a future transfer? Because we are on Your World mode. So all future transfers are cancelled. Including Endrick's one. But we can't get him anyway, so we have to wait until he's 18. Or until we can loan him, I guess. Because that's how we did it with Posh, didn't we? I think we loaned him at 17. Right, Guardiola's in. Azpilicueta's gone. Messi is going to Al Ittihad for 1.8 million a week. I mean, we tried. There's just no way. Just no way. Oh, and Aubameyang's gone as well. Oh, I forgot we were bringing him in as well. Right, we didn't get Skriniar. He's gone to Real Madrid. But we've got Ugarte. Is it Ugarte or Ugat? Pulisic's just gone for 50 million. Oh, this is my kind of save. I should genuinely be the Chelsea manager in real life. Cucurella, another one leaving for a massive amount of money. Hudson-Odoi leaving as well. My word. We are generating some money at this football club. We've got 270 million to spend, another 2 million spare of wage budget, and we've already signed Costa, Ward-Prowse and Gvardiol. I'm having a nice time. There you go. Ugarte's in. For half the price they paid for Caicedo. I think we just do that. I think that's too good a deal not to just go and do what we could do with wingers. I mean, I've got too much previous with Vlahovic for it to not be him. I think we go and get Vlahovic. And then we could probably sell Lukaku if anyone's interested, or keep him around as a rotation option with Vlahovic. What the flipping heck is this, Juventus? What on earth? There you go. Why do instalments when you have money available up front? Because I want to be able to buy more players. Osimhen's an 86 million release, is he? Don't think he is. Although maybe he is. I didn't necessarily want to do 86 million up front like that, but if Man United are in for him, maybe we'll try. Hazard potentially is two birds with one stone, especially when the players start to become fit again. That's probably a good shout. Right, Nico Williams. See, if we can get we're certainly not going to get Vlahovic and Osimhen. I guess we've got 2 million spare wage budget. We can afford to negotiate with them both and not get to the point where we can't offer one of them a deal. Vlahovic wants a lot of money. But I imagine Osimhen will as well. Not as much as Vlahovic. See how this pans out. I mean, I guess because Man United have got Champions League and we haven't, it's going to be a little tougher for us to convince players to come to us over them. Do I want Ansu Fati? I kind of do. I kind of do. What is this? What is happening here? Why does this keep happening? Why offering too little? There you go. I have got him with Brighton, that's true. Doesn't mean I don't want him. I mean, this is where I end up hating him on both saves. Because I haven't played a game with Brighton yet. He might be awful. Oh, no. We might not get him yet. We'll see. I just wanted to be in for him. We're signing Williams. Right, Fati. I do think we sign him. I think we sign Ansu Fati. Right, we go for Osimhen. Then we cancel Vlahovic. Because we absolutely don't need them both. The fact we could have signed them both shows how weird Chelsea's transfer window was in real life. Deciding not to sign a striker when there were strikers available. We probably have now spent more than they spent in real life as well. Get Gravenberch in. Oh, of course. Oh, he's sat there wondering why I haven't already reached out to him. He doesn't understand what he's done. Ryan, don't worry. You're still my boy. I mean, I don't know how much he's been nerfed for this FM. But we're scouting him. We're going to buy him. He's Ryan Gravenberch. He's one of my boys. You know he's one of my boys. Right, we're just signing Gravenberch unscouted because he's one of my boys. I think he's a good... If he's happy to come in as backup, I think that's good business. Yeah, he wants to be backup. Sorted. It's a lot of money for me backup. No, you can't loan him back. He's going to sit on my bench all year. And he's going to have a lovely time doing it. And now we have the recruitment meeting. Lads, we've done all the business. What are you doing? There you go. Our backup goalkeeper is in. Therefore, our squad is complete. This is our squad depth now. So Costa and Meslier as our starter and backup. We're looking to play an inverted fullback on the left and an inverted wing back on the right. So James, Pavard and Chalobah are the ones who will be inverting to play alongside Ugarte in defensive midfielder, whereas Gvardiol and Colwell will be coming across to play as third centre-backs. Ben Chilwell, if we get an offer for him, will be another one who heads out the door. And then at centre-back, we've got a lot of injuries. Fofana, Badiashile, Chalobah are all injured. But we've got, as out-and-out centre-backs, Thiago Silva, and that's about it. But then we've got the likes of James and Pavard and Gvardiol and Colwell, who can all play there, as well as also being able to cover those fullback roles. And Badiashile is fit soon, so should be in and around the squad when the season starts. Our DM is going to be Ugarte. We want to play just a defensive midfielder, no fancy playmaker stuff. We do have players from both the defence and the midfield who can cover there if need be. Is Gravenberch really a worse option there than Lewis Hall? Goodness me. Not sure I agree with that. And then further forward, we're going to have two fairly attack-minded central midfielders. We've got Mason Mount, we've got Enzo Fernandez, we've got Ward-Prowse, we've got Nkunku, we've got Gravenberch, Conor Gallagher is still here. There's plenty of options in the attacking midfield positions. And then our attack has been strengthened massively. Victor Osimhen as starting striker with Lukaku as backup. Nkunku, when he's fit, can cover anywhere across the front three. We've got Ansu Fati on the left, Nico Williams on the right, and then Nicholas Jackson and Mudryk and Madueke and Fofana all as backups and young, talented, awesome players. Just giving myself a round of applause for how good that less than a month. We started on the 3rd of July. It's the 2nd of August. Chelsea, that's how you do it.